It's recording. This is happening.
Oh, oops.
What is your favorite place?
My favorite place? It is Inverness, Scotland, because it feels like you're in Harry Potter, and it's a real place. It's not built like in Florida to look like Harry Potter. It actually just is Harry Potter in real life. It's just got a lot of history, and Luke and I went there as part of our honeymoon. We were right on the River Ness, which leads to Loch Ness, where Luke really tried really hard to see the Loch Ness Monster, but it does not exist. It's okay, it's cool, it's good place. It's cold though, all the time, but I like that.
Yes. Well, yeah, you are from Canada. So
It gets hot here, okay? Let me just end some of these myths right now, okay? We have summer, it is just short. It ends in like July.
I felt it. It was warm. Yeah. Yeah. What is something you regret?
Luke won't want me to say, but I want to say I regret dating some boys that I dated. They were jerks. I was sad. Kind of ruined my life for a little bit, but it's okay because people are resilient. I won't name any names, but if he's watching this, he'll know.
Which sense, like out of the 5 senses, like touch, hearing, and all of that, do you value the most?
It's talking sense. I'm just kidding. I know it's not. I really do value sounds because I love music, and a lot of my childhood memories have to do with music because of my dad. So, it's things like hearing my brothers come up the stairs and the specific creaks of their footsteps on those stairs, and hearing my dad play the same warm-up song for 22 years. And just with that, it's kind of the safety of those sounds and the security of them, and how they were always the same. And I have them here now with the bird who wakes me up every morning with his singing and that kind of thing. So.
Your worst habit?
Worst habit? Oh God, there's so many. Well, how about deflecting serious questions with humor? That's pretty
I do that though.
I drop a lot of habits, which is good, a lot of my bad habits, but nail biting. The nail biting is particularly bad because I don't actually do it for any reason. And it literally started because one day I was like, people in movies talk about nail biting, what's so great about that? And then I never stopped. I literally remember that moment, it was so stupid. That and just leaving my shit all over the floor. I'm like borderline hoarder though, so when I leave shit on the floor, it never leaves.
Think of a life-altering event that's happened to you. Where would you be without it?
A life-altering event. Probably, and it sounds really trivial, but going to the high school that I went to, which had an arts program, I don't think that I would be doing art of any kind if I went to my home school, because I got a lot of encouragement, a lot of criticism. Other schools around here don't critique the way that our school does because the teachers are trained to do it. I mean, it burned me out, and that kind of sucked, but I value every part of that.
What is something you strongly believe in?
Something I strongly believe in. God. That's what it's actually, yeah, it is something I strongly believe in. For me, it's always been just looking at the world and seeing how everything fits together, how complex everything is, ecosystems and just human beings communicating with each other. I just feel like it's so complicated to be a mistake or to be a fluke of some cells climbing out of the water or whatever. It has saved my life in the past. But my opinions about what God has changed, but the fact that I believe that there is one does not change.
What is your favorite book?
Well, are we talking per genre? First is The Time Traveler's Wife and Peter Pan and Wendy. I like that it's brutal. It's one of those things that people forget how brutal it is, and it always makes me laugh when people shelter their kids from Disney films, because I'm like, y'all realize that all those stories come from most gruesome stories ever, right? And Jane Eyre, which I have so much. In fact, Coincidentally, I have Jane Eyre, the picture book, right here. It's beautiful.
What is the favorite gift you've ever given to somebody else?
My little brother, Jesse, he is going to school for architecture, and I was really proud of him for pursuing that. So I bought him as a gift that I hope he will keep on his desk for years and years and years. It's a wooden frame of a house that's covered in paper, and it's on a platform, and it lights up the house so you can see the framework of the house. What's really good about that one, he's really struggled with school and staying engaged, and I was so excited that he had found something that he loved. So I wanted to find the perfect thing. I scoured Etsy for weeks.
An important item that you own.
Important item. I have a ring from Scotland from our honeymoon. That's important because it was the first time we had both been overseas, so that was nice to commemorate. My wedding rings, which are kind of important because they tell people that I'm married.
For reasons.
Yeah.
What is or who is a character that you strongly relate with?
Character that I strongly
Yours or created by somebody else?
mine. That's a really good question, actually. There's a character named Puck Connolly in a book called Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater, who has two brothers, an older and a younger brother. And in a lot of ways, I feel like we're all very similar. It's kind of weird. Like, I was kind of like the quirky, outspoken one, and my older brother was the gotta do things right kind of guy, and my little brother likes to build things. And yeah, it's not so much her specifically that I relate to, but the situation, like her family situation. And yeah, that's weird. I never thought of that before.
What makes you want to write?
What makes me want to write? I like telling people's stories, specifically. I write character-driven stories because I started thinking about it more seriously in high school when there was this guy that I used to call Stan. It's not his name. I don't know what his name is. He just looked like a Stan. He had a bucket hat and khaki pants and like a short button-down shirt, and he had like bright orange knapsack, and he looked so purposeful whenever he was walking anywhere. Like, he just knew where he was going every morning, and he had a really serious expression, and I used to always try to think about stories. I used to tell them to my mom. I guess reading really good books too makes me want to tell my own stories. I just like to get into people's heads. I'd like to think that I'm pretty good at being empathetic. People have told me that. I like to put myself in other people's shoes. And I also like to explore things that I'm afraid of.
If you've had an awful day, what songs make you feel better?
Really sad ones. Which seems counterproductive, because at first I'm like, oh my gosh, this song is so sad. It really reflects how I'm feeling. But then the more sad songs, I keep just listening to progressively sadder songs until I'm like, wow, my day was not as bad as this person's day. And let me tell you, the ultimate sad song, It's All Coming Back to Me Now, by Meatloaf or Celine Dion.
What is something you used to be insecure about?
Okay, here, I used to, as a small child, think I looked like a boy. And I used to get really upset about that. But I'd pull my hair back and be like, look, I look like a boy. And I would cry. I have an actual memory of me crying in the car on the way to the mall, because we went to the mall every Saturday. And I was like, what is wrong with you? And I'm just like, I just wish I looked like a girl. Let me tell you something, that if you're not wearing pink frills, or you're not wearing whatever boys wear, you just look like a thing when you're 8. You could go either way. Also, my arm hair. I'm gonna tell the internet that, actually, because I'm trying to get over that, actually, right now. I have a lot of arm hair, I'm Italian, okay? I can curse.
Okay, now what is your favorite thing about yourself?
I can make people laugh. I don't mind doing that at the expense of my own, what's the word? Pride.
What's that word?
Whatever that is. I read it somewhere. Can I tell you the best way to make a person laugh? I
Okay.
won't give away my secret.
Oh my god.
It's a family secret. I don't know
Oh.
if my dad will appreciate this. This person's sad, and they just go, don't smile. Shelby!
What is your favorite thing about Luke?
What am I doing? He's cleaner than me. He's just really funny in like an offhanded way. Like he's not trying to be funny, and like he kind of surprises me with it every now and then. So yeah, I guess I like that. I like that he can surprise me with his humor even after like 5 years.
What is your biggest fear?
It is of being abducted and murdered. It's because when people suggest things to me, they stick in my head and I fixate on them. It is unfortunate, I think, because it keeps me from doing things, and I know that. And I try to branch out every now and then, but very mistrustful of people as much as I love learning about them. It's just like, it's that whole idea that I get into like people's heads, and then I see pictures of like victims and I put myself there and it freaks me out, and then I get all like clammy and weird, and yeah.
When was the last time you cried and why?
It's because I was not sure that I was doing anything with my life, and that stressed me out. So I cried a lot about it, and it was like, do you want me to do something? I was like, no, just let me cry. And then I went in the bathroom and cried some more. And then I think I was fine after that.
What is your morning routine?
On a typical weekday morning, Luke gets up, I stay in bed. The dog will get up and stuff, and I'll kind of be like dozing in and out for a while. And then Luke goes to work, and then I sleep in for like another 45 minutes, and then I take the dog outside, bring the dog back inside, and I give him his breakfast. And then if I remember, I eat my breakfast, and sometimes I take a shower, but only sometimes. Then I go on the computer and I write things for Shelby.
Think of a few of your characters right now, and what traits do you share with them?
Margot, I share her anxiety. Clyde, I share the art history that he loves. Corey, interest in tarot. Noah, his faith. Shiloh, I think the introvertedness, just how he deals with his introvertedness. Leva, fashion. Can't tell from this that I enjoy it. I like looking at it.
Andy!
Andy. I am basically just Andy because I talk like a frat boy. And I don't know, he's just a nice guy. I like to think I'm just a nice girl. Ben, Vikings.
Describe your relationship in one word.
My relationship
Yeah.
with Luke?
Yeah.
Equal.
Do you have any parting words?
If you are under the age of 18, just know that eventually you will love yourself. And if you're over the age of